All right, everybody, it is Stick and Hack Reacts for Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. Typically, this is a Monday lunchtime deal, but because of the holiday, we're bringing it to you on Tuesday. Let's pretend, though, that it's not Monday, that it is, in fact, Tuesday, even though it's your first day of your week. That's a lot of math, Keith. I apologize to kick off the show just like that. Keith Stewart from ESPN Radio in New York. I'm Adam Grubb with Stick and Hack, and we look at what happened over the weekend at PGA and LPGA every week here on Stick and Hack Reacts and get the reaction of one Keith Stewart and myself, but who really cares about my reaction and or opinion? Keith, nobody. Number one out of the gate, the match has been announced. So this has now become a yearly occurrence, typically in November around Thanksgiving, but they are doing it in the summertime for this specific match. This is the Capital One match. All right, so now I look for your reaction of the four participants. It is Phil and Brady and Bryson and Aaron Rodgers on the match. Your reaction for that?
I love these matches, but this particular match, I'm like totally meh on this. I'm actually probably more like a thumbs down. You know, you could throw the sad-faced emoji because it's just like so tired what they're doing. You know, so you're looking for my reaction. Can't we do something else, right? So we're sending them out to an 8,000-yard long golf course in Montana that most people aren't ever going to go see. Sure, it's going to be beautiful. You've got Mr. Super Bowl and then the guy that just won the PGA Championship. I love that team. But then the other team, it's like total controversy. You got one guy who doesn't want to play for the Green Bay Packers anymore. You got another guy who's, you know, having a big fight with Brooks and everything. I mean, you want to make this thing exciting, right? Have Brooks play Bryson, right, in the card, and then have an undercard. Add some women to the event, right? Yeah. Add some more athletes. Add some sort of fanfare. And don't get me wrong, TNT does a great job with all of these events. But, you know, a Tuesday night at 5 o'clock in July, you know, there's a lot of other things I'd like to be doing. You know, I mean, I spent a lot of nights outside in a fire pit, you know, freezing to death. You know, July, I'm thinking I'm going to be outside. The sun's up late. Maybe it's an evening 9 or something like that. You know, I mean, Adam, what would you do to try to spice this up a little bit?
Yeah, I think I don't know why they moved it to the summer because I mean there's a lot of people that summer activities are they take over everything. That's why there's no new TV shows happening in the summer because nobody's watching them. I love the idea of the female coming in. I love the idea of maybe we don't utilize a athlete, maybe we utilize a movie star or a TV star or a music recording artist, somebody like that that's bringing in the other side of life outside of just the athletes. And these guys are top tier names, which I think is the only reason they're expecting them to bring the draw. I'm 100% on the same team though. I'm actually maybe more. I'm a complete thumbs down. I love the match. I love what they've done the last couple years, and I think they learned a lot from their first year doing it when it was just Tiger and Phil and nobody really cared. And then they started to expand it. Now they've jumped the shark, if I can use the term from the 60s. They have jumped the shark, and now we're in a spot where no one's going to care, and it will kill it, in my opinion. The match, thumbs down.
4 hours of Bryson DeChambeau,
no thanks,
mic'd up. Oh, so much pain.
I can't even imagine. Now, the only good news about that is that Phil should be making fun of him literally the entire time, and if he's not, shame on old Philly. All right, there's your reaction on the match. Now let's talk about somebody that I think everybody will say thumbs up. And if you don't like golf, and you don't like stories, you don't like human beings. Alex Cejka is your latest winner of the Champions Tour. Not only is he the latest winner, he is a 2-time major winner. First time ever that's happened. Keith, give me all the rundown. Give me all the stats. I'm sure I've screwed up something already. Give me the deal on Alex Cejka.
I mean, call Disney. You know, call Steven Spielberg. Somebody's got to write this guy's story. He's a Czech-born guy. At 9 years old, he has to flee his country, goes over to West Germany, grows up in West Germany, becomes a touring professional. Bernard Langer is like his hero, right? The guy plays 414 PGA Tour events. He makes the cut in like barely half of them. He had like 80 top 25s, and he had one win in Puerto Rico. It was like one of those side-by events that he won in like a 5-man playoff. This guy, I mean, he's the quintessential journeyman on the PGA Tour. Turns 50 this year, 2021, and we know it's the year of redemption. We know it's the year of rebirth, restart, revisit, all of this stuff. Alex Cejka plays 5 PGA Tour Champions events, 2 of which are majors, and he wins both of them. And the one this past weekend, the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, was at famed Southern Hills, and he wins by 4. This guy's an unbelievable story. I mean, this is a movie made to happen. I mean, this is 10 times better than that match when you look at the storylines and everything. I love Cejka. I love everything that's going on there. You know, the guy played in 23 majors on the PGA Tour in 25 years and didn't even sniff it. And now, all of a sudden, he's winning them all. The guy's rewriting history. What else we got today? Is there anything else historic happening this week, Adam?
There is. I guess we're going to move right past it. You don't care about my opinion on that at all. That's fine.
You already said thumbs up. You already said thumbs up.
That's
right?
a great point.
Come on. Today's June 1st. It's Women's Golf Day. 5-year tradition. Women's Golf Day. Let's go. Come on.
All right, U.S. Open. Women's U.S. Open is this weekend, this Thursday. Olympic Club in San Francisco. Famed course. The Women's U.S. Open probably has never been tighter in the amount of great players, the amount of well-respected personalities that are on the tour. And as far as women's golf is, it's as hot as it's ever been right now. This U.S. Open is supposed to be something very special. You add in there that you're going to be able to watch it late in the evening because of the time difference on the East. There's nothing bad that can go wrong with the U.S. Open. The LPGA U.S. Women's Open. Tell me your reaction. This Thursday it starts. What's happening?
Thumbs up for sure. And I love the lead-in that you just gave me there. So much opportunity this week. We have the stars are all lined up. A lot of them are playing very well. Last week, they had a good sort of tune-up. Some people might say, match play wasn't the best thing. But you know what? If some of the stars got knocked out, they got a chance to practice that week. They got, really, people are fired up. You hear all of the ladies for weeks now on the tour. They're so excited to go to the Olympic Club. They've had 5 men's U.S. Opens there. They're going to have their first women's U.S. Open there. It's a tremendous venue. Last week on my show, I talked to the director of golf there, Will Hutter. They are rolling out the red carpet. The coverage, we always talk about there's not enough coverage for the LPGA. 26 hours of televised coverage is coming up. It's going to be on Peacock. It's going to be on the Golf Channel. It's going to be on NBC. We're going to see them on, network television. It's going to be awesome. Is a bomber going to win? Is it going to be somebody like MB Park who puts it in the fairway all the time? I don't know. The Olympic Club always seems to get these major players, and then somebody kind of steals it from them. I think there's going to be a tremendous storyline. How about it's Mike Wan's last U.S. Open before he goes over and becomes CEO of the USGA? Or, speaking of which, his replacement, Molly Marcoux-Samaan, who's coming from Princeton, my town, and she's going to take over the LPGA this summer. I mean, the 3 people coming together there. There's all sorts of cool storylines. I mean, what do you think about it, Adam, as a fan?
I will tell you, this will be, and this might be controversial, this will be the first year, and I use that term loosely. Nobody really cares about me, but this will be the first year that I'm going to watch as many holes and as many hours of coverage as I can of the U.S. Open because the competition is so fierce, so close, and the personalities that are coming out of women's golf are some of the best in years. And I'm super excited, super stoked for the U.S. Open. And yeah, of course, you got two U.S. Opens that are going to be in California this year. The men's going to be at Torrey Pines, women over there up in San Francisco. I'm really excited for it. And I also now know more players. That was the problem in years past for me. I didn't know a lot of the players. I couldn't really get emotionally invested in it. This year I can, and I think it's a great thing. The storylines, a lot of your kind of casual golf fans aren't going to care about people switching roles and this guy coming out of the LPGA and going to the USGA. But those are all important things because just over the last week, Mike Wan has stated, hey, here's some things I didn't do a very good job of in the LPGA that I wish I would have done. And it's kind of this change into the guard that you don't normally see, and most golf fans don't see specifically in the LPGA. I think that the women's game is in such a great spot right now on a professional level. I hope that it starts to trickle down to the amateur level, which I think we're already seeing a little bit of that already. So I'm super pumped and super excited for it.
Hey, quick shameless plug. This week, I am writing a reaction to Molly Marcoux-Samaan going from the Princeton AD job over to the LPGA commissioner, right? I worked side by side with her for, 7 years, across the street. I've got some fantastic insights. I'm going to pair it with an interview pod that I did with her years and years ago. You've got to get to know this woman. The LPGA, the Corda sisters, Lydia Ko, Lexi Thompson this week. It could be an up-and-coming young player. It could be an amateur. It could be Rachel Heck from Stanford. Right. I mean, she knows the golf course. There is some really cool stuff going on. Is that all you have for me today, Adam?
Bonus react. It is the year of the old guys. And let me preface this by saying there are 3 champions that are currently holding major championship trophies, all over the age of 40. And all multiple winners. We've got Tom Brady, who won his 79th Super Bowl this past winter. We have Phil Mickelson, who won his 38th major tournament, something of that nature. And then we've got Helio Castroneves, who won his 4th Indianapolis 500 over the weekend. All over the age of 40. I think combined age is somewhere over around 130, 135 years of age. It is the year of the olds. And your reaction, bonus reaction to the year of the olds.
It makes total sense to me. With COVID and the break and everything, all these old guys have had time to rest. They're back. They're charged up. 2 thumbs up, just like me today. Hey, Women's Golf Day today, June 1st. Everybody get out there. Support ladies playing the game. LPGA this week at the Olympic Club. Alex Cejka, love it. And the match, just do better, everybody.
And go buy the LPGA sweatshirt, the hoodie that Keith is currently wearing. You can find that on the LPGA shop. It is to support not just women's golf, but to bring awareness to this incredible game that is currently happening at the LPGA. The LPGA hoodie, you can be just like Dwayne Wade and others that wear it. In fact, if that's the only reason that you're buying it, shame on you. But nonetheless, that is still a positive. Keith, have a great week. Thank you so much. This has been Stick and Hack Reacts. I'm Adam Grubb with Stick and Hack. Keith Stewart, ESPN Radio. We'll see you next week.
Hey, even though it's Tuesday, Adam, enjoy the grub.